The General doesn't see anyone without an appointment.
It's good to see you again, Vestige. I know how much you've already done for Tamriel. I must request your aid once more. Dragons ravage Elsweyr. I need your help to fight back against these vile beasts. A dragon has taken a nearby island as its lair. I believe it means to attack Senchal from this location. We need to slay the creature before it strikes. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to secure a ship willing to take us to the island. General Renmes, leader of Senchal's military forces, could commandeer a ship for us. We need to arrange a meeting with the General and convince him to aid our cause. What say you, warrior? Will you help me slay this dragon? Now, meeting with an Imperial General is faster said than done. The paperwork alone would take days to file, and the dragon we seek could attack the city at any moment. So, I found an alternative method. Your aid and this handful of jewels. First, you must bribe Renmus' scribe Nadama to put us on the schedule. You'll find her in the tavern. Next, you need to speak to Darku in the city's outskirts, just south of here. He can forge our credentials. You also need to delay Arniel Bronk, who is scheduled to meet with the General today. Arniel's ship just docked in the harbor. If you steal his vessel's manifest, the Dockmaster should detain him. That will give us enough time to speak with the General. Lecky be willing, all will go well, and our meeting with General Renmus will commence without issue. Meet me at the palace when you're done. Meanwhile, I'll learn all I can about our upcoming dragon hunt. You'd be surprised what people tell a respectable gentleman with a distinguished beard. Take Nadama, for example. I heard that she's been seeking a way to leave Senchal for weeks. A few gems would certainly help pay for her passage. It was easy enough to learn about that braggart. I overheard him in the tavern, claiming that he could forge any document in Senchal. For the right price, of course. Let's see if he has the skills to back up his boasts. All ships coming into Senchal are subject to a cargo inspection, unless they present a sanctioned ship's manifest. If you're able to steal Arniel's manifest, he'll be held up in customs for hours. That will give us time to speak with the General. Yes, Lecky willing. Had we the time, I would go through official channels. But with so much at stake, we can't afford the delay. We have no choice but to use these underhanded measures. As far as I know, I'm the last of the Dragon Guard. I am honor-bound to uphold the traditions of my order. Once, that meant serving the Emperor and protecting the Empire. Now I must walk my own path. And so, I prepare to hunt dragons. The Dragon Guard of old proudly defended the Empire as well as hunted dragons. I can no longer serve Emperor Varen, but I can continue their traditions. I was even able to find one of their fabled dragon horns. The Horn of Jadari. An ancient relic. Its blast forces even the most powerful dragons to fall from the sky. It provides a great advantage in battle. I've slain one dragon with it, and with your assistance, I hope to slay many more. The outlying towns have already been ravaged by dragons, and refugees have come pouring into Senchal as a result. They hope that stone walls will stop the dragon's wrath, but it's only a matter of time before the dragons attack Senchal. Why else would it roost so close to the city? I believe the dragon is evaluating Senchal's defenses and preparing for the right moment to strike. We must slay it before it gets that chance. That is my hope. No matter the risk, our best option is to slay this dragon on its own island, away from the innocents of Senchal. Let's hope the General agrees with that logic.
It was him, I swear it! Sai Sahan, in the flesh. The last time anyone saw him was in the Imperial City.
Let's say you really did see him, and you aren't just drunk off your arse. Why would he come all the way out here?
I don't know, but it must be serious. He's a very serious-looking person.
Well met. What brings you to Senchal? Adventure? Trade? A chance to see real dragons in the sky? Of course. But I can't hide in a corner crying about it all day. Besides, it's not like they can make Senchal look worse, eh? That's thanks to the General and the shields. Good old Imperial structure, elbow grease and organization. The Khajiit merchants provide a governing body, but the shields of Senchal are the muscle behind it. Makes it all run. Oh, well, that I don't know. I'm sure they have things like ballistae, catapults, and the like to deal with the beasts. I know what I plan to do. Hide out down in Black Kirgo. It's safe enough if you mind your own business.
Was there something about my idle display of a very sharp dagger, one I know how to use, that gave you the notion that I welcomed an interruption from someone I do not know?
Well?
Flowers fine, singing a song that calls to him. Renegade at my whim, dancing among the flowers fine. Sleeping within, chasing the butterflies he sends, hoping that summer never ends.
And our children, what of them?
I do not know.
We must know. There's no work in Senchal. How will we feed them?
We can't go back home, dearest. There's nothing left.
I know, I'm scared. I don't want the children to starve.
Can't you see that I'm trying to drink away my sorrows? It's an extremely delicate process, you know. Doesn't require company. today. You are very, very funny. General Renmus's schedule is full today. If you want to see him, fill out your paperwork and submit it, just like everyone else. I didn't know you were feeling so generous, Walker. I suppose your name can be added to the general schedule, but that is all, yes? You'll need to secure the proper documents and delay his previous appointment. Thanks for the generous donation. Let's just make sure this little exchange stays between us, yes? I'm going to finish my drink and then find the next ship off of this moon's forsaken city. If dragons weren't bad enough, all these refugees will eat Senchal out of house and home. I'm leaving before the riots start.
Yeah!
Staring from a starlit sky, moon's dark radiance witnessed them and became of me. I dare not say. We must.
Abadra speaks true. The dragons fought each other.
Your eyes aren't what they used to be, grandmother.
This one knows what she saw. Our village wasn't attacked. It was just in their way.
But why would they fight each other?
This one does not know, but the thought frightens her.
If the dragons fight each other, they aren't eating us. Sounds good to me.
None of this sounds good. None of it.
Well, at least it can't get any worse.
Mine is 10 gold.
Whether writ or will or waver, Darku is your savior. Tell this one, what need have you of the finest forger in all of Senchal? Interesting, most interesting. Diplomatic papers. Yes, that would get you in to see the Shaveskin General. Of course, skills such as Darku's require compensation worthy of his talent. Ah, yes. These beauties will do quite nicely. Here you are, then. Diplomatic papers, all up to date and ready to present. Just make sure you have an appointment, eh? Wouldn't want to walk in on the General unannounced.
Another ship went down. Got too close to that island off the southern coast. Mark this one's words. That island just is not right.
Who would have thought the Senchal of all places would have customs? I'll never make my appointment at this rate.
Arniel Brock, we're ready for you now.
Finally. I thought I'd never get off this dock.
You said you had a ship manifest. May this one inspect it?
Yes, if you must. It's right on this crate.
All right, this shouldn't take long.
Something the matter?
Do you play games with this one? There is no manifest on this crate.
What? No, that can't be right. I'm sure it was there.
Need this one to remind you. All ships without a sanctioned manifest will be subject to...
I know the law, but I'm telling you, the manifest was on this crate.
Unless you can produce it, we'll have to inspect your cargo.
But that could take hours. I have an appointment. Just wait until my guild hears about this brutish treatment. They won't let it stand, I can assure you of that. Where in oblivion did my manifest go? It was on this crate, I'm sure of it.
Bretons, they think that they can get away with anything.
Were you able to secure a meeting with General Renmus? And so we must prepare for our first battle, my friend. A battle of wits. Remember, we must convince General Renmus to commandeer a ship for us. With it, we'll sail to the Dragon's Island and slay the beast. Not much. And what I do know, I'm not sure what it means. A ship sailed directly to the Dragon's Island recently. It displayed no banners, and no one in Senchal recognized it. It's possible we're not the only dragon hunters in southern Elsweyr. I won't discount the possibility, but I also won't plan for it. For all we know, this ship was bound for another destination. Or it has other business on that island. Though I'm at a loss as to what that might be. Let's head to our appointment.
Halt! Official business only.
We have an appointment with General Renmus. Here, our papers.
These seem to be in order. All right, you can go in.
It's not every day that Captain Sahan graces my office.
Greetings, General. I am here to request a ship to hunt down a nearby dragon.
Slay a dragon. And this from a man who couldn't even protect our Emperor.
Perhaps you should speak to my companion. They can share the details of our plan. It seems the General isn't eager to speak with me. Best if you explain our request.
So, you're a companion of the infamous Captain Sahan. Though I suppose that title no longer means anything, given the current state of Cyrodiil. Well then, care to share how you plan to slay this dragon? An admirable venture, I'll admit, if not a foolhardy one. Unfortunately, I have neither the ship nor crew to lend you for such an expedition. The city is chaotic enough as it is, and I can't afford to spread my resources. Which is precisely why I can't agree to your request. If a dragon does attack Senchal, I'll need every soldier and ship under my command here to defend the city. I'm sorry. Your cause is commendable, but my mind is made up.
Thank you for your time, General. Come, my friend. Let's speak outside.
There's more to do.
Well, look there.
Wait,
We have a guest.
hold on. I think I know someone who can help you. Hello, I'm Aelia Renmus, General Renmus's daughter. I couldn't speak freely in front of my father, but I might know someone who can help you get to that island. But tell me, do you truly believe you can slay a dragon? Then I want to help. Or, well, send you to someone who can help you. You should speak to Zaji, captain of the Perfect Pounce. He may be a smuggler, but he cares about Senchal. And he's my friend. He can get you to that island. I know. My father certainly wouldn't approve. Then again, he hasn't approved of most of my friends since we arrived in Senchal. Not that my father's disapproval has any bearing on this conversation. He loiters around the city's outskirts, along with his first mate, Casca. Just look for a doggy rat and a sench rat arguing with each other. You can't miss them. Oh, and tell them Aelia sent you. I should head back to the palace. Good luck!
Let's see if this Zaji fellow is as honorable as young Aelia believes. Would you care to walk there together? There's much about Senchal I can tell you. Otherwise, we can meet in the city's outskirts. Very well. Follow me. Refugees from the recent dragon attacks have flooded Senchal. They have lost homes and livelihoods. Despite the city's best efforts, most go to sleep hungry each night.
I seem to be making a lot of enemies.
Well?
Many take advantage of these hopeless souls. Thieves and cutthroats steal any item of value they still carry. While these refugees languish, the city's underbelly thrives.
I don't have to explain something I never said.
While the dragons ravage this land, these people will suffer. That is why we must fight. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the innocents of Elsweyr who cannot fight for themselves.
Just buy another ship? Casca, you won, Zaji, you truly do.
Seems our smuggler is a bit distraught. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
Move along, Walker. Our captain is in a mood.
Can't you see that Zaji is grieving? He has lost everything. His home, his heart, his one and only lady love. Oh, how can he go on? The Perfect Pounce! the finest vessel to sail the Topal Bay. Someone stole her as we slumbered. A heartless wretch. A thief without honor. A member of Zaji's very own crew. He is sure of it. Nartis Meris. Ugh, may he suffer 1,000 salty cuts. No, but Nartis does. And Zaji knows we can find him in Southgard ruins. Pounce needs provisions before it sets sail, and that's where Nartis will get them. But why are you offering to help, Walker? Elias sent you. Then you must be walkers of honor. And this one must admit, slaying a dragon sounds quite heroic. Very well, it's a deal. If you help Zaji get his ship back, he will take you to this island. We must head to Southgard ruins and search for Nartis. It's a coastal town of sorts, just south of Senchal. With some persuasion, that clawless dark elf should let slip the location of the perfect pounce. Then we steal her back. He is the newest member of Zaji's crew. Came aboard only a few weeks ago, and this morning, just as the perfect pounce is stolen away, he disappears. It is more than a coincidence, this one thinks. Zaji's blood may boil, but his mind remains as sharp as a blade. We came to Senchal for provisions. It is unlikely that Nartis would journey out to sea without stocking up first. That means dealing with the vagabonds in Southgard ruins. It used to be a fort, but as the name suggests, it's seen better days. Now, pirates and brigands call it home. They will not welcome outsiders. Ah, and so we finally move on to one of Zaji's favorite topics of conversation. The perfect pounce is home to the sleekest profiteers this side of the Topal Bay. She is captained by a roguishly handsome Pajit who sought fortune from a young age. Indeed he is. There is no treasure too hidden, no adventure too perilous, no glory too great for Zaji and his loyal crew. Danger? This one does not know the word. In such situations, Zaji tends to go with his well-toned gut. And his gut says this dragon will be a problem for Senchal eventually. He will help those brave enough to hunt the beast down. Right after we find the pouch, of course. Casca? Why, she's the Pounce's first mate, of course. Don't take her manner personally, Walker. She's a Khajiit of few words and little patience. And so this one would recommend you stay on her good side, yes? She didn't earn the title Casca the Unconquered without biting off a few heads. Do not try your luck, Walker.
First, our ship is stolen. Then, before we even know where it is, Zaji agrees to sail a stranger to a dragon's island. I should have just rolled over and gone back to sleep this morning. Casca, first mate of the Pounce, otherwise known as the one who keeps Zaji from getting us all killed. If it were up to me, Nartis would have never set foot on our deck. Unfortunately, our bleeding heart of a captain had other ideas. That dark elf didn't know a bowline from a clove-hitch. It was obvious he'd never set sail in his life, yet he was excited to join our crew. Only a fool wouldn't have been suspicious. Naturally, Zaji never suspected a thing. If he's not, we'll find him eventually. If no one has mentioned it, Senchirats are excellent hunters, and I have his scent.
We don't need another complication, especially when we have no idea when this dragon will strike. Still, we can't set sail without a ship. Let's make our way to Southgard ruins.